I'm Tamara Overby. It's January 22nd. I'm going to be going over the 4 different tissues today. The first one is the epithelial tissue. This covers the body's surface, lines the body's cavities and other organs. Its key functions are to protect, absorb, filtrate, and for secretion. And the way to you can identify these is there's 3 different ones. There's the squamous, which is flat, and then there is the cuboidal, which is just an actual cube with a nucleus inside of it, and then there's the columnar, which is going to be your cubes, but they're going to be wider and taller. And then you have your layers, which you have simple is your single layer, and stratified would be multiple layers. So you would decide if it was a simple squamous epithelium based off of those 3 things. The pseudophyte or pseudostratified columnar is irregular shaped, and the cells are different heights. On these, the epithelium, the top is usually exposed to the environment, and it's usually inside of the skin of your mouth or on your skin. And all of the simples and the pseudophyte actually have a basement that it touches. That's where it gets oxygen, nutrients. The stratified, it doesn't touch because of all the layers. So the next one is your connective tissue. There's more of these kinds with the connective tissues. You have the loose and dense, and there's different kinds. Your dense is your fibrous, and it connects both the body together. It supports and binds your organs. The dense fibrous is your ligaments. It's really slow to heal because it doesn't have as many blood vessels. It does have some, but there's few. And you're also your tendons. Then there is your areolar, which is under the epithelia. It surrounds the blood vessels, nerves, and your trach and esophagus. And the reticular, which is also a loose tissue, is found in your spleen, lymph nodes, and your bone marrow. Your dense fibrous tissues is your cartilage and your bone. Your cartilage has your vertebral discs, and that heals slow or not at all because there's no blood vessels in that. And your bone is just the skeleton of your body. It supports and protects you. There's also your nervous tissue, which is found in the brain and the spinal cord. It contains 2 types of cells, the neurons and the neuralgia. Your neurons are for your impulse. Your neuralgia is to protect and assist your neurons. There's 3 stages. Each has a large cell body, which is your soma, and it contains your nucleus and your organelles. Extending from the soma are all of your dendrites, and they receive impulses and the cells send them to the soma. And then there's the axon, which transmits signals to other cells. So without those, you don't have all those impulses. Your muscle tissue is your skeletal, cardiac, and your smooth. There's 3 different ones. The skeletal, the appearance has long fibers. It's striated. It has many peripheral located nuclei in it. It's attached to the bone and makes movements possible. And it's responsible for your breathing, your spleen, for your continent, being able to control whether you urinate or not, facial expressions, and it reduces heat or produces heat. The cardiac is your heart, and it contracts to pump blood. It's involuntary, and that one you would recognize because it has the shorter fibers branched, it's striated, and also has a single central nucleus. Your last one is your smooth, and that's on the wall of most of your major organs. It has involuntary movements, and it also will move food, secretions, and contracts blood. and you can identify it because it has also short branches. It's spindle shaped, there's no striation at all, and the single nucleus is in each of the fibers. And that's all of them. Thank you.